Peace if it's peace. This to my black American family here in America, the nationless ones, man. This a post where a brother expressing his desire for us to have our own country. Never forget that is the final frontier for us. Not just reparations, even though we deserve that. Not being on equal footing with white people in America, our own country, our own landmass and territory with our own currency, our own government, our own military, our own nation. Everybody got a nation, but African Americans. Haitians got a nation, Jamaicans got a nation, Nigerians got a nation, Gambians got a nation, Ghanaians got a nation. Yeah, a lot of people got nations besides us. Even Brazilians are the majority over there and have their own nation and their own culture where they ripping it. We are 14% in the nation where we were formerly enslaved. We have no nation. And the new lie they gonna try to sell y'all is you don't need a nation, just go to Liberia. That's y'all nation, not our nation. It was already Africans over there when the American colonization tried to set up that place, and it produced a bunch of chaos that they fixed over time, and now they coming together and they should make Liberia a paradise for Liberians. We ain't Liberians, bro. We a nationless people, bro. And none of the 54 nations in Africa are our nation. Those are our families' nation. We could work with them, but that ain't our homeland, bro. None of them reflect our culture. None of them talk about blues and soul music. None of that, bro. Nigerians eat bushmeat. My people eat chitlins. I don't eat neither, bro. But it's a difference. Yeah, we different people, same African family. Different ethnic groups. It ain't hard to understand. You ain't gonna make a Gambian and a Nigerian and a Sudanese live in the same nation. So don't tell us that we can go just live amongst somebody else and expect that we gonna get represented the same. We need our own nation, bro. And it's going to prove to us that Africans want to work with us when they start opening up to the idea of us have our own nation, bro. Because we already see the immigration problems y'all got in each other's nation. I ain't trying to wake up and hear, 20 African Americans just got killed in some random African country one day, bro. And we all know that can happen. The final frontier for black Americans is our own nation. And I don't care what no Pan-African got to say about it. Cause ain't nobody more Pan-African than me. A lot of you Pan-Africans worship white people on the low. Let's be real, bro. Us having our own nation is the remedy to our problems. It's already Africans fighting for nations over there in Africa. We ain't killing nobody about this idea, bro. So don't get in my way. I'll do it to you, bro. It's peace if it's peace. The final frontier is us having a nation. So how do you think we're gonna get this nation, bro? They not gonna just give it to us. So how do you think we get one? They gave the Jews Israel, but how do we get it? It's an excellent question, my brother, my brother. That's what I'm talking about. Intelligent conversation, bro. That's gonna get us there, bro. To answer your question, we gotta have allies. If you know anything about Israel, you know that the United States pretty much held their hand and chauffeured them into being independent, bro. They were recognized by the United States in 48 to be an independent nation. You gotta be recognized by other nations to be a nation. You have to have allies. And one of the best situations we could pay attention to right now is Western Sahara, bro. It's an occupied zone by Morocco, but the Polisario group are moving, and they've been moving since the 80s, trying to get the Sahrawi people an independent nation, bro. And they are recognized by a few nations in Africa and outside the continent right now. They willing to fight over their nation. Now, as us, we gotta buy our land because we can't just fly into Africa and start killing our own family members for a piece of land. And we can't go into South America and start killing no natives for no land. Yeah, we gotta have an international land deal. First thing we gotta do is form a government out of the best minds that want a nation for black Americans, bro. 56 men signed the Declaration of Independence, bro. So it's going to take more than 5, 10, 15, and 20 people, bro. You're going to have a conglomerate of great minds that are pro-black and African-centered, bro. Not multicultural and just want to work with everybody. No, this is a black thing for black people. It's going to be working with other black people in Africa to bring about a nation for black Americans. That's how we do it. We must have allies and we must have a government. Without those two things, nothing is gonna get done, bro. This why you can't have people that's stepping up, speaking for us, and they leading with hate for other groups. First of all, that ain't our culture in the first place. We welcome everybody, even white people, and that's to our detriment. But especially our black family, we've always been peace with them. And we gotta have allies. So anybody that know anything about how world politics work, you know that you can't be pissing off people if you really want something at the end of the day. Yeah, that's how we gonna get it. Allies and organizing, bro. We gotta have a government. We gotta have allies. No country in Africa is gonna sell us land because they feel it would destabilize them. We have to buy an island and become a city state. I understand your way of thinking. I understand your train of thought. I don't agree though. For the simple matter, I think it's all going to depend on how organized we are. If we leading with black love and economic prosperity and African unity, bro, they going to be fighting each other to get us to live next to them. But if we leading with main character syndrome and African hate, they ain't got no culture, and we the best black people that ever existed, yeah, we ain't get no nation nowhere. And even if we want an island, we still gonna have to have allies and buy that from an existing nation. So I say we shoot for the stars. We got 40 million nationless black people here in the United States of America that's gonna keep reproducing and keep having kids. It ain't no telling how big that pot gonna be in 50 to 100 years. We need 100,000 square miles, bro. No less than 50. We can't take no less than 50, and we'll cap it off at 80. We'll settle for 80. But we need to shoot for the stars. And that's one thing a nationalist has to understand. The only solution for us is having our own landmass. Because when you have your own country, you cannot blame anybody else for your problems. Nigeria got problems. Somalia got problems. That's on Nigeria and Somalia, bro. We live amongst our former oppressor. We can do a lot of things for ourselves, but at the end of the day, they make the decisions in this country. We need our own country, our own borders, our own currency, our own government, our own military, our own landmass. We are a nationless people, and as nationalists, we have to understand the goal and the solution. And the only solution is us having a nation, not a city-state. Because as we get more and more organized, bro, they're going to keep trying to deter us from the goal. They're going to offer us all kind of things. And we have to keep going to the goal, which is a nation. It's peace if it's peace. Okay, so how do we go about setting the government up? We need to get the ball rolling. We are wasting time. Let's be a... I love your enthusiasm, but let's reel it in for a moment, bro. As a nationalist, you got to know about the terrain and what we going through right now. You got 87% of your people voting for Democrat, bro. The rest of your people are Looney Tunes right now, bro. We got people talking about the Hebrews, Mers, Moors, Indians, and aliens, bro. We black is down, bro. Alright, then we black nationalists, bro. So you gotta rebuild that enthusiasm and that self-esteem that we had in the 60s when Malcolm and them was alive, bro. Because that's really what we dealing with, bro. We still dealing with the remnants of the death of Malcolm X, bro. People don't trust organizations. Nobody talking that no more because our own people killed Malcolm X. That's why the Nation of Islam still trying to put out DVDs and clear it up. Because they know they can't get nothing moving until people let go of that disdain they have for them offing Malcolm, bro. However you want to slice it. You can say the government did it or whatever, but that's what we dealing with right now. So we got to build some black unity, bro, some black love, and some black political education, bro. Our people don't even know what a nation is. If you tell people that they going to have to pay taxes, bro, they're going to look at you like you're crazy, bro. Some of our people hate Africans, and we come from Africa. We also got to fix that. So as nationalists, we got a lot of work to do, bro. I'm 30, bro. Like, I got time, fam. They say a black man dies 60, bro. So if I go by that, I got a whole nother lifetime to go, bro. Worst come to worst, my grandkids get the nation popping, and I'm just part of the people that made the goal and the ideology clear like it once was, bro. Yeah, so you got to know what we dealing with, bro. You got to know the terrain. But yeah, we all wasting time. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, bro. Trying to bring some clarity to the situation and remind us that we not nothing else but black from Africa, and we are a nationless people still in the land of our oppressor, bro. Yeah, we got to get that settled and understood first. But I appreciate your enthusiasm, man. Keep going and find other people that's enthusiastic for having a nation just like you. Because like I said, 56 men signed the Declaration of Independence. Those 56 men all was speaking for a community, bruh. So us nationalists got to get our name up, and you got to own some land and have some business and all of that. Yeah, it's elevation time. But yeah, I love the enthusiasm, man. But yeah, it's going to take some time, and we ain't ready right now. We're going to get ready. And how we get ready is putting that idea out there. Keep putting that idea out there, bro. And then keep getting smarter, keep reading books, and keep building. It's going to happen. Said, are you Pan-African? Absolutely. Meaning I'm just for the global unification of black people. I think we should all work together, whether it be economically, we could do trade, we could do cultural exchange, and we could help each other militarily. But I'm a black nationalist first and foremost, meaning I'm a proponent and advocate for black Americans, the 40 plus black Americans here in the United States of America, to one day form their own nation. I recognize that we are a nationless people, and I understand that nations run the world. And I also understand a Gambian, although we all are African family, he not gonna put our needs before Gambians. A Nigerian not gonna put our needs before Nigerians. A Sudani not gonna put our needs before Sudan. That goes along the whole continent of Africa. So I gotta put black Americans' problems first. But I'm still for the whole unification of all our people. I don't want the nations to stop existing because I believe everybody should have their own home, but we can all work together. But yeah, I'm a Pan-African. Absolutely.